Yes, we are the winners. Fantastic. Amazing. Left leg in the front. Muskan, ma'am. Has she lost the connection or something? Okay, let's not waste time. Let's do it on our own and let's do it fast and we'll just quickly do it. Let's start. Muskan,
Yes,
ma'am.
all are winners. Fantastic. Okay,
Has she
quick
lost the
check.
connection or something?
Sorry, somebody is on unmute. Please check, whoever this is. Second thing, I really want to check on your Sanghamitras. I'm not finding Akshay and Mehak for the last few days. Mehak was in India. What's up? With whose group mate is she? Why is she not coming? And of course, Drupal has not been coming for a very long time, so I'm not even going there. It seems she slipped the interest. So today I want an update from all the angels or guardians. Take it on you, whoever's going to update me. Tell me on my personal window why your Sangha is not coming. There's no time to tell me now. Just tell me because I need to understand. Also, I need a feedback from you all because you're the founding batch. I have seen that ever since I have allowed the videos to be reaching you all, a lot of you have taken a backseat by not coming in the morning. Does that work for you all, especially the pillars that I've made a group for the people who are really there? Please take a feedback from others and let me know what do we do about second batch. I'm not here to just do a pravachan and you all listening to it at the back of the day whenever comfortable. The vibes in the morning at 5 o'clock is what is important. We are a 5 a.m. group. We are not like a catching up group later in the day. So why is it happening? And I want to even announce one more thing. This might come as a little thing. I want to close the registrations for the morning batch completely for the next batch. I don't want any more going over from here. We may open back to you if we don't fill up the one-to-one numbers because I truly believe in letting the new people join the batch more, giving them an opportunity more rather than us continuing there. You all have evolved. Some of you do want the journey to continue, and that's okay. I accept that. And you had made it very clear from day one. And you didn't even take time and you quickly registered because you were like, you really want to do it. So fine, I accept it for those. The others who are procrastinating are probably ready for their own journey on their own. So I don't want to have any more registrations. Please don't pay up for the new batch because I really want to give the new people chance. It's not about hand holding the same set of people again and again and again. So that's my feel. But if somebody has something, please As you know, I'm a yes person. I'm absolutely ready for everything. Let me know. Um, Testimonials are very important. I've not received from Sudha. I've not received from a lot of you. I don't know what's heck up. When you guys have done so well in life, you've really got to the next level. What's the thing about giving me a testimonial? Akshay Ankita, together, couple testimonial will be beautiful. You're a young couple. And I mean, it's just nice. So, what I did yesterday is like, you just go on a Zoom session, create it for yourself, record it, have a testimonial, and then close it. It becomes a video automatically. It's so much more easier. If you want mobile, somebody's holding, somebody's not holding. So, yes, I would really request Akshay Ankita to send a testimonial. And thank you so much for everyone else who's doing it. And for those who are not comfortable, they can always come here and let us know. Like we yesterday, we had Shelly day before, so we've saved hers. We had yesterday Radhika. We've saved hers, but she's making a new one also. So yes, please go for it. So Alona had shared it much before. She shared in the group. So yeah, that, and because you are the first batch, I truly want a feedback, because if I'm on the right tangent, like my calling is very clear. 5 o'clock is very clear. 1 to 1 people are very clear. 1 hour 21 minutes are very clear. Starting on the 12th one, that all is very clear. But the only thing that I'm not very sure is, do I want to take the same batch forward, or because right now I think we have about over 20 plus registrations already. So if they're 1 to 1 members and more than 20% the old Sangha, just please feel free and connect with me so that we can be on a 1 to 1 also. Welcome to the one who joined, and to the ones who are still procrastinating. I think you're ready to be on your own. Really good. So let's move on to our first book for the day, The Greatest Secret. So we've been talking about everlasting happiness in there. Happiness is always going to be there as long as we respect it, as long as we find our original element of life. Our original element of life, the very thing we've learned is that, we have a conscious mind, we have a subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is equivalent to our universe, is equivalent to our consciousness, is equivalent to our awareness. And subconscious mind is also the controller of our lives because of its past beliefs, its limiting beliefs, or whatever, whatever, whatever. So we are on page number 168. So now I like a reader for the day, please. So somebody can volunteer, raise your hand so I can just completely get you in here. So it's very important to understand that life is wonderful when we want it to be. When we want it to be, flop side, we can definitely slip below the line. So let's understand what's coming our way. Life is absolutely amazing. So let's understand what's coming our way. Let's read from paragraph number 2 on 168. I now live. Continue. Good
I
morning.
now live with an undercurrent of happiness that's with me all the time, which came from welcoming negative feelings and staying as awareness. However, there have been several times when I have had a truly blissful happiness sweep over me that's beyond anything I have felt before. It seems to come out of nowhere. What I mean by that is there wasn't anything that caused it. When it appears, all negative totally disappears. Any painful memories from my life are gone in that moment, as though they never really happened. This blissful happiness is instantly recognizable to me as the happiness of a true nature. It can't be compared to the happiness we feel from getting something we want. This is a level of happiness that is above and beyond anything else I've ever felt.
So, yes, the minute we welcome anything negative, we are not giving it power. We're just allowing it to come to our life. And we're aware that we're allowing it to come. So, what's happening? We're sucking the power off from that negativity. And that negativity is going to just diminish and go off. So, a lot of you people have already realized that you've done that and you've accepted it, you've embraced, and things have become very, very easy. Even memories from the past, they simply go the minute you accept and you recognize them. It's okay, this happened. Yeah, it happened. Fine. But let it come. Bring it on. The minute you say bring it on, you've actually finished that thing completely from your life. And when that fades, it not only fades right now in the current moment, it takes all the past baggage also with it. So that's so beautiful. You're detoxing your body completely of anything negative, which exists now and it existed before. And now in the future, it doesn't exist because you're aware, you're conscious, and you welcomed it. So let's go further.
I'm hoping in sharing this with you that you can open yourself to the possibility of experience it too. Once you've felt your natural state of happiness, from then on you will only want to live your life in that state.
So please, if you have experienced it, use the chat box and let me know how many of you have welcomed it. We've been reading about this for a while. So it's very important to understand that are we in the moment? Are we only coming here to just read it or have we actually experimented it? So I really want to understand. Have you, Radhika has? Great. Okay. Always one of the first ones to move on.
Thank you. Right.
Alifia has. She's saying, I'm aware of my thoughts and I welcome them. Great. Preeti has. Raviji has. Pratima ji has. Anjuji has. Great. Shweta has. Poonam has. Mm, very nice. Excellent. Oh, a lot of you have. How wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for accepting it. That we can welcome negative feelings and they can diminish. So they must have diminished also, I believe. If you've done the welcoming, I'm sure they've diminished as well, if not completely faded. Okay, nice. Very nice. Great. Thank you. So, all right. So, I found a joy within me that has never ever disappeared. Not for a single moment. The joy is in everyone, always, says Byron Katie from A Thousand Names for Joy. So, again, happiness is something you don't need to increase or decrease because it's always there. When you start being aware of it, all of a sudden it's too much. So, so Salish, I could hear you. So just mute yourself. So it's just very important to understand that if we have welcomed a beautiful feeling, a negative feeling, it results into finishing it off. And it can also sometimes later become beautiful because you're like, okay, yeah, I accept it. So yeah, it came to me, like for example, I give my example. I welcomed initially, and I welcomed cancer very late. Pandemic is when I welcomed. 2008, I had it, and 2020, I welcomed it. Till 2020, you know what happened to me? I was very actively walking in the morning, like, 90 minutes of walk, and I loved my walks. I used to go to this beautiful park. Though it was the lockdown, only one park was open in, my area, only one park. That park was 3 kilometers away. So 3 kilometers going, 3 kilometers coming, and 4 kilometers in the park. I walked 10 kilometers, very slow, very, very slow. Took about 90 to 100 minutes. Met my Sai and came back. After this 1.5 month of beautiful activity of walking in the morning, I used to have my art of living yoga, then I used to have my meditation. My 7 hours went by from 3:40, and where it became 12 o'clock, I had no clue. I was in my happy world. And you know what? I stopped moving. All of a sudden, my body froze. I could not move. I had no energy to even get up from bed. And I observed this. It came, so it happened for 6 months. And I was like, what is happening with my life? And it was called a fatigue syndrome. Now, doctors said that it's something to do with psychiatry. You need some depressant drugs. And I'm like, I'm not depressed. I'm on the happy high. You know why it came? Because in the back of my mind, there was fear that cancer may come back. And then the body just goes on a mode of not accepting. Three weeks, I could not get from the bed. Finally, to Gaurav Jhunjhunwala, another healer, and I sessions with him to realize that, I am holding out of the fear of cancer. And then I recoined the word. This book came in my life. Greatest Secret had just come in last year. And I read it. Came in the perfect time. So Rhonda Byrne comes up with the books in the right time when I need them. And the book said, welcome it. And then I welcomed cancer. The cancer was like, okay. I said, cancer was a gift. Now cancer no longer became a taboo for me. I recoined cancer and I said, celebrate and now count each realm. I redefined cancer. And you know what? Ever since I've done that, it's magics have started happening in my life. Now I think it was beautiful that I had it. Now when I look back and I reflect, I'm like, thank you, cancer. You came in my life because you had to teach me a new lesson. Nitya was already a part of my life. He brought Rhonda Byrne in my life. So much happened. So if you start practicing in your family the way Kuldeep ji is doing, your family will start embracing their flaws. I have embraced it very beautifully, and it became a joy for me. And now even that feeling is a joy, simply when you welcome it. So let's open ourselves. Let's welcome it, not just once when we're reading the book, forever in our life. Negativity will come. It's not like somebody will not speak rudely to you. It's not like your child will not answer back. It's not like, somebody will not have a mood switch over. It's not like you will have some kind of you will have, but with this practice, you will realize that life can be beautiful with all the flaws in it. And it's good to have flaws. It's good to have obstacles. One obstacle is equal to 10 opportunities. So take life beautifully. Let's read further.
This happiness is like the feeling of falling in love, whether it's falling in love with a partner or a mother falling in love with her new baby. You know that blissful feeling of being head over heels, totally and completely in love. You never want the feeling to end. The reason why we experience such a blissful feeling when we fall in love is because we lose ourselves in the other person. And when we lose the ego mind, awareness is instantly present in foreground, radiantly joyful and blissfully happy.
So, this is going to happen to a lot of you when you become aware. Then, yesterday, we were talking in this book about going to a street, enjoying the beauty of the streets. Then, imagine yourself on a street, like Delhi has some very beautiful streets. And you'll all of a sudden start seeing the coffee shops, the cluttering of the young minds, the painting on the walls. You'll start looking at greenery, you'll start absorbing it. And everything will become a love affair because you're like, wow, it's so blissful. Even going to a park and walking, look at the trees, look at the birds chirping, look at the greenery, look at the freshness. Because then you're aware of the moment. You're not talking about something in your mind which is going on. What's happening is usually our back of the mind is always cluttering with thoughts and talking to yourself. And you forget the beauty of the moment. You just forget it. The minute you start living in the moment and you stop saying, Kya tha, it's okay, it's just fine, then you're joyfully, blissfully happy. And that's something I want all of us to come to when we are living in the moment. Very important to understand. Everyone is seeking the exact same thing in his every act. The world calls it the ultimate happiness. We call it the I and I am. Discover yourself and you discover the greatest happiness and you get the greatest contentment, says Lester Levinson. How wonderful. So whether it's ultimate happiness, whether it's whatever you want to do, discover it because ultimately you're going to train your mind to be happy. Happiness is your original form. It doesn't take effort. But why I'm saying you're going to train your mind to be happy? Because the minute you welcome negativity, what's going to left in your body is only positivity. When everything negative flushes out, you're just a bundle of joy, right? And what is a bundle of joy? What is this term used for? When a newborn baby is born, people announce the birth as a bundle of joys come to our life. So please become the bundle of joys. That wherever you go, you're spreading your love, your warmth. There is nothing left in you which is negative now because you embrace everything so beautifully. How lovely. Let that go. Another saying is very beautiful from Neil Dovskin from Happiness is Free. He says, quite simply put, happiness is you being yourself, not the limited self that you pretend to be most of the time, but the unlimited self that you are and have always been. This is self that is always effortlessly present before, during, and after everything else that appears in your experience. You are the radiant yet changeless background that allows for everything else to exist. How wonderful, right? So let's find this eternal happiness. Yeah, Luna, please read to find truth.
To find truth or happiness, you have to go within. You have to see the oneness. You have to see the universe as it really is, as nothing but your consciousness, which is nothing but yourself. Now, this is difficult to describe. It is something that must be experienced. Only when someone experiences it does one know. It cannot be picked up from listening to anyone. Books and teachers can only point the direction. It is up to us to take it. That's the one of the nice things about the path. There is nothing to be believed, everything must be experienced and proved by each person to his own satisfaction before it's accepted. Lester Levinson from Happiness is Free, Volumes 1 to 5.
So again, there's no parameter to measure your happiness. Now, if I see Prashant in me, Prashant, are you happier? How would I know? You can't compare, right? But I know that am I happier from what I was yesterday or previously? So happiness is for me to gauge, not for anyone else. Awareness equals happiness. Very important to understand that awareness is the most important thing that makes us know that are we happy or not. Please read.
Awareness equals happiness. You are not a person who is happy, you are happiness itself. Your true nature, awareness, is happiness. There is no other happiness but the happiness of your true nature. The happiness you have felt at any time in your life is the happiness of awareness. During those times when you felt happy, you were getting a tiny glimpse of magnificence that you are.
Yes, let's move on. So let me read the next one. Understand that a moment of happiness comes from grace, and the moment of happiness is teaching us that happiness is not an object. We have to know that we are this happiness in the moment. The object is almost irrelevant. The object is part of the dream, but the happiness is real, says Francis Lucille from Perfume of Silence. So, what is grace? A lot of you ask, what is grace? Grace is basically a word given by the Western culture and by Catholics, by Christians, when it's just basically counting your blessings. And they say this before their meals. Grace. Okay, it's been God's grace. It's with His kindness. There are terms like this. So when people ask what is grace, grace is nothing but gratitude. So please understand that it's saying understand that a moment of happiness comes from grace. You're counting your blessings. You're thoughtful about it. That you're aware of it. And this moment of happiness is teaching us that happiness is not in an object. So if I have a glass of water, happiness is not in that, but happiness is being aware that, oh my God, I have a glass of water. So drinking the glass of water may not make me happy, but the awareness that, I am blessed makes me happy. So counting your blessings is very, very paramount. It's imperative for our growth. So writing every morning our journals is like half the thing is there. Gratitude is the attitude we need to embrace. My endeavor is very simple: bringing an attitude of gratitude on people and making them share their happiness. Sharing is caring, I say. So how do you become the people who share the happiness, and that will you become angels? You're just spreading happiness. You're sharing your happiness. So sharing is caring. When you share and then you spread. So that's my only thing. And I want each one of us to become very good with expression. Whether we stumble in a Hindi or a English or whatever language, I don't care. It doesn't have to be flawless, but you have to be able to express. And I'm so proud of a lot of you who have just gone like next level in the way you express. It's wonderful. It's absolutely complimentary worthy. All right, let's read further.
And when you are happy, life will go your way. There's nothing better for your life circumstances than you feeling happy. When you are happy, problems tend to solve themselves and things fall into place easily without any effort from you. When you are happy, it's as though the entire universe is conspiring on your behalf and presenting whatever you need in the moment you need it. The happier you are, the more effortless in your life. The more unhappy you are, the more effort it will take for everything you do.
See, the Shah Rukh Khan ka dialogue yaad aa gaya, right? Ki the universe conspires to be on your behalf and presents whatever you need in the moment. So yes, that's how it is. When you're happy, you become a magnet of everything wonderful. When you're happy, things come to you automatically. Ways open up because you're happy. You're happy and you say it. That's it. That song comes to my mind right now. I feel we should dance that whenever we meet. When you're happy and you know it. That and the Minion song. So yes, all right. The more ego motivated you are, the more difficult it is to accomplish something. The less is the harmony and the greater is the misery. So if you don't have ego, then life is super easy. So just become in harmony with yourself, find happiness. Now, next section is again very beautiful. There is no happiness in the world. How wonderful, because happiness stays inside us. Some of us are seeking happiness where it is, and as a result, become happier. And others are seeking it blindly in the world where it is not, and are becoming more frustrated, says Lester Levinson from Happiness is Free, volumes 1 to 5. So when we go inward, you'll find that there's like an ocean of happiness. Outside is not. So people are looking for things that if he does something, I'll become happier. If she does something, I'll become happier. If this happens, I'll become happier is all crap shit. You be happy in the moment, and whatever you want will come your way. Very, very simple. You're going to attract it. Let's read further.
When we seek happiness in the world, our happiness is fleeting. No matter how many things we acquire or how many experiences we have, the happiness from material things or experiences bound to come and go. And then we are back seeking happiness through the next material thing or experience. Lasting happiness, which we've convinced ourselves is in the world, simply isn't there.
I'm talking to this about all the people in businesses. Yes, grow your businesses, definitely grow your businesses. But when you're growing them, learn the art of working less and growing more. I'm very grateful to Rajesh sir for having taught that science. You can really spend money. You don't have to be in your factories and offices 24/7. I've seen parents who slog their asses, become millionaires, billionaires, but they have no time for their spouses or for their families because the entire thing is all about money, money, money. Money is beautiful, and money is important, and money is energy. But money is not what's going to give you a beautiful life. Spend time with your family, switch off from your mobile world, laugh with them, giggle with them, find happiness. Don't let the, because, if you're in a material world, today you've got 500 crores, tomorrow you want 1,000 crores, and you're just running, 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 and you lost 10 years or 5 years of your age. Don't do that. Age is priceless, it will never come back. Today, if I'm 42, in this month, I'm going to become 43. Gone are the 42 time at all. So what's gone will never come back. I will never become 42 again. So please remember, it's very important to understand that life is moving very fast. Let's move with the fast and let's move with life and enjoy this world of happiness because happiness is here to stay as long as we keep enjoying it. Don't just go away so fast with the whoosh. There were times when in the old days I hear parents saying, we've never held our child because their time ही नहीं होता था दादा दादी would hold the child. Why? Today parents are enjoying the baby so much, the first giggle they're saying, the first walk they're capturing. How wonderful. So that's going to be lasting happiness. But you're feeling great. Wow, my child has walked. Now, happiness is in you. So get that thing very, very clear. And if you are a happy soul, you'll make people around you happy. So don't compromise on yourself. Stupid are the words which say compromise karo, life mein karna padta hai, nahi karna padta. No. Take yourself off that. Life is what you create. So if you want a life of compromise, you'll create it. If you want a life of abundance, you'll create it. I just know that life is happy. That's all I know. Let's turn the page. Please read. You're mute. You're on mute.
Yet only when we go within do we discover that all happiness is there. The only place where we can feel happiness is right within ourselves. That is exactly where it is. Every time we attribute this happiness to something external, to a person or a thing external, we get more pain than with it than we do pleasure. Lester Levinson from Happiness is Free.
I
All
think
you.
this paragraph is pretty clear, right, to all of us. If anybody has any doubt, please let me know. Because happiness is all like an inward journey. You just have to go within yourself, find the realms, and just find that yes, I'm happy. I've been like this. And whenever you start saying that I was happy because this happened to me, it's no longer happiness. It's a very objective happiness. So that's not going to be something which is great. Rupert Spira says a very beautiful thing. We don't have to wait for the right circumstances to be happy. I can be happy now in the moment. It's completely now. Like right now, I feel bliss. Right now, I feel so happy. I can see such beautiful greenery around me. Like I'm on like at the top, view where I can just see a beautiful green park. How wonderful! I can feel the vibes of some of your friends who I can see. It's just wonderful to feel it. So I don't think I'm going to be happier when Prashant comes out of quarantine. Of course, that will be. But if I am ready in the moment and I'm happy, life is happy. And this is the first 1.5 hour that you're waking up to, you're waking up. And if you can be happy at this moment, the day is going to be amazing. So keep smiling, guys, because morning time, if you keep on smiling, your jaws are like, wow, okay, I'm happy. I'm happy. Get that smile on, wear it on. Please read, Alona.
Every person who has ever lived or is currently living has been driven by the same singular purpose, the desire for happiness. Everything we do, everything we don't do, everything we strive for, design, plot against, live for, wish for, and dream of it is because we think we will be happier from the having of it or not having of it. Wanting happiness is a single motivating factor behind every decision each person makes, and it's estimated we make 35,000 decisions a day. Yet, all of plotting, planning, actions, sweat, tears, and decision making is not taking us any closer to happiness we vainly seek in the world. All along, the happiness we seek has been right here within us.
Yeah. So, like it's good to have ambition. I am very ambitious. This in business, this. I have like a long list. But even then, I know I'm happy even thinking about it. I'm happy even thinking about it now. That, my life is blessed right now. It's going to get better and better and better. But what she's trying to say to all of us is very, very categorically clear. Have your ambitions, great. But don't think कि तब हो जाएगा तब मैं खुश होंगी. What about now? So wanting happiness is a single motivating factor for your life, and that is not as right because we are making over 35,000 decisions a day. So all of this plotting, planning, actions, sweats, tears, it's not going to make us closer to happiness. But yet, at times, it's important for your journey, for your pursuit, and that's okay. But if you're happy while the journey is going on, that is now, then you're absolutely right there. If not, then think about it. I'm going to conclude today with this beautiful saying from Lester Levinson from Happiness is Free. He says, what is the way out? Not looking to the world for happiness, but looking to the place where happiness is, right within us, within our own consciousness. How wonderful. So let's get conscious that we are the happy beings and life is magical. Tomorrow we'll start our journey from I'll be happy when. So that's something which a lot of us had been conditioned to prior to this session, right? What we little think that if this happens, it'll make us happier. Has a shift happened in all of you? You think it's happened? That are you less dependent upon people and things, and you're more like independent, and you're like, I am happy, and I deserve all the happiness. So I think a lot of us are right now discovering that life is what we are creating. Now we've stopped playing the blame game. We've stopped becoming the victim mode. This happened to me. So now we are realizing that happiness is within us and we're discovering it. So how wonderful. Today is one of my most beautiful chapters in my life, and this and something I'm a promoter of. And many, many, many people are promoters of this. It's not only me, but I also love it. So gratitude is the greatest multiplier. When you're grateful for things you have, no matter how small they may be, you will receive more of those things. If you're grateful for the money you have, however little, you will receive more money. If you're grateful for a relationship, even if it's not perfect, the relationship will only get better. If you're grateful for the job that you have, even if it's not your dream job, you will receive better opportunities in your work. Because gratitude is the greatest multiplier of life. How wonderful. Everything is possible with gratitude, right? Now, Mr. Eckhart says a very beautiful thing. He's a Christian writer and theologian, he was. And this back in the days, he wrote, if the only prayer you see in your entire life is thank you, that is enough. Imagine. कोई इबादत करने की जरूरत नहीं है, कोई पूजा करने की जरूरत नहीं है, जो कर रहे हो कोई अरदास की जरूरत नहीं है, किसी की जरूरत नहीं है. All you have to do is be grateful in your heart. And let me tell you all, religion is in us, like the God that whoever you're seeing is a part of your universe, and universe only has oneness. So I'm not saying that go away from religions, but I'm trying to say that try and embrace all religions. Because when you do that, you'll truly become a person who's one with the world. Right now, you're dividing yourself by calling yourself, I'm a Jain, I'm a Marwadi, I'm Punjabi, I'm a Sardar, I'm this, I'm that. It's okay, you are fine. But if you start embracing every religion and you start saying thankful for humanity, the way people will come into your life will be so beautiful, because you are just going to grow above. And then there will be nothing called ye nahi, wo nahi, aisa nahi, vaisa nahi. Why? So I just want to request each one of you to even start saying gratitude for humanity. That we are blessed. I say I'm so blessed, guys, because my immediate circle of friends may be Madhus and Jains. Yeah, maybe. But then when I look at my extended circle of friends, I have all possible communities. Even in my students, I'm looking forward to having the course seekers as Zoroastrians, Buddhists as well. I'm waiting for the day that even some Catholics come in. I'm really looking forward to having a completely blended culture where all of us learn together. And that's the beauty about life. So please be grateful in life for your relationships. And if thank you is the only thing you've learned, it's everything. These two words are everything. Shukriya, dhanyavad, thank you, shukrana, whatever, arigato, anything. Just saying the mere gracias, whatever you want to believe in. Merely saying an attitude of gratitude. For gratitude, there are thousands of words in the world. It's everything in the world. That's it. That's it. Gratitude begins with two simple words. Thank you. So what are you doing? Thank you. You never say thank me. Thank me. Thank me. No. Thank you. Because we are appreciating things in our life, people in our life, feelings in our life. We are complete with them. So you and me become one, right? That's oneness. Even this most humble word called thank you is also about you. It's not about me. So how wonderful. Let's become away from I, me, and am. We've lived a life with I, me, and am. Mera husband, mera ghar, meri wife, mere bacche, mere parents, mera kaam, mera. And you grow beyond it. Yes, it's yours. So what? Enjoy people, start investing in the two things that I really believe, and I'm going to share them today with you. One thing I've shared with you, and Kavita very beautifully said that also. Always invest in your education. Whenever, if possible, create a minimum 5 to 10% fund of your earnings for learning. Whether you go on retreats where you learn, whether you're going on sessions, webinars, live sessions, try and keep learning. Always have a book next to your bedside, a new book. Yeah, you want to repeat some old ones? Great. I will love the fact that you want to master your old books. Fantastic. Do it. Pick up a new book. Like, yesterday I got my new order of new books. And then man is like, ma'am, ये दो किताबें नहीं है. I said, doesn't matter, तीन किताबें रखी हुई हैं मेरे पास. आप आराम से भेज देना. Always keep investing in books. So Nityashant suggested some book and I was like, and the guy said it's 1,800 bucks. I said, it doesn't matter. And I said, such an expensive book for what? But I haven't even read it, but I know it's going to be amazing. Nitya said it. So keep investing in books. Keep investing in beautiful games. There's so many games in the world we have no idea about. Keeps talking about those games, and we as a family play so many games. Go beyond the Scrabbles and beyond the monopolies. Play life in a way that you're grateful for life. And always save money for yourself. Invest money in yourself, invest money in your learning. Very, 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 very important to understand. And invest money in people. Try and find a new culture, a new, like when I travel overseas or within India, I try and get the local flavor. How does a Mizorami feel, localite feel? You will be becoming a people's person. You'll grow up with the attitude of embracing everyone. Rather than, making your faces, you'll start accepting who they are. So that's something you should give to yourself also. Acceptance and celebration. And I think that once we graduate in 11 days from now, we should be celebrating life every single day. That's how our mantra should be. Let's turn the page. So gratitude begins with two words, thank you. When you feel grateful in your heart, what's happening? You start saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And the more you feel it, the more love you will give it. There are three ways to use the power of gratitude in your life. And every one of them is giving love. It's that formula of three, thrice thank you. So the first time you're saying thank you, you're saying be grateful for everything you have received in your past. So first thank you is for your past. Be grateful for everything you are receiving in your life present, are receiving, like now. Now is the moment. So thank you for your present. Third is be grateful for what you want in your life as though you have received it already. Future. How wonderful. So this third is a complete manifestation. You have already received what you want and you're grateful for that. Automatically that will happen in the future. तुम thank you अभी से बोल रहे हो तो मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. There's no two ways about it. So firstly, dear Sanghamitras, stop procrastinating. Stop thinking कि मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा. Manifestation कर तो दिए, मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा. Surrender कर दिया ना. बस let the universe do the job. Every new moon, you're writing new, your new affirmations, your new manifestations, whether old or new, you're writing them, right? And every full moon, you're surrendering them. When the nature is playing with you, play along, na? Play the game of life. It's beautiful to live it. Aruna, please read.
If you are not grateful for what you've received and what you are receiving, you are not giving love. And you don't have the power to change any of your current circumstances. When you give thanks for what you've received and what you are continuing to receive, it multiplies those things. At the same time, gratitude brings what you want. Be grateful for what you want in your life as though you have received it. And the law of attraction says you must receive it.
Will you read this last line? Be grateful for what you want in your life as though you have received it. And the law of attraction says you must have it. You must receive it. So, what's a doubt? What's a fear? Please go for it. Let's read further.
Can you imagine that something so simple as being grateful can multiply everything you love and completely change your life?
Wow.
A divorced man, lonely, depressed, and working in a job he hated, decided to practice love and gratitude every day to change his life. He began by being positive to everyone he talked to during the day. When he called old friends and family, he shocked them with how positive and happy he was. He began to be grateful for everything he had, right down to being grateful for running water. This is what happened to his life within 120 days. Everything he hated about his job miraculously changed, and he now loves his job. His job even takes him to places that he has always wanted to see. He has the best relationships with all his family members, which he did never had before. He paid off his car and he always has the money he needs. He has good days no matter what is happening. And he is married again to his first love from 10th grade.
So, even that's possible, huh? You don't get to marry your first love, and if you've lost your second love through whatever reason, you can come back to it. So don't get ideas, married couples. Don't smile and don't have those smirks that you get back with your love affairs. But yeah, they can always come back as friends. So this gentleman, he changed his life in 120 days. And we all have changed our life in 121 days. Even that's a cue for us that life is beautiful. What is the science about 121 days? Okay, fine. Yeah, they are my angel numbers. Okay, great, but it's a 3+1 concept. 3 months of finding your learnings and 1 month of polishing them. So 3 months you're learning about your mind, your body, your soul, and the final month is all about all of the amalgamated into one. Even the next batch, the power of now is final cherry on the cake, which is going to take you to the next level. So, and though I'm putting a less of spirituality in that, because I felt with this batch, कई लोग के head के ऊपर bouncer कर गया, मुझे ऐसे लगा. So they have dropped out because they thought it's going too overboard for them. Did anyone of you feel that it's gone overboard? Radhika, you don't say. You don't say, okay? You are very spiritual. You've got that. Alona, Selesh have got that. Anika has got that. But I felt a lot of people felt that it's bounced over because they stopped coming. And because I got a message also that's a little heavy for me. So I was like, okay. So next batch, I made it a little lighter with the last book. Initially, the greatest, okay, I love what she's writing, Ankita. Initially, the greatest secret went overboard. Exactly. And that's when we lost a couple of people. Thank you, Raviji, for being so frank. Thank you, Neelam, for being so frank. For me, past life, yeah. So some people could not relate to this. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, next batch of mine is kind of generic. We'll touch it, but not go deeper down in this because this book is definitely very, very, very deep. So I'm not having this book as next batch because this is a little heavy. Yeah, but I'm glad that I introduced this book to you because you guys are really special for me. You're like my first Sangha. And I'm so glad that with you, I've done this full journey of mind, body, soul. I'm very, very, very happy. Next one, I've just kept it a little simpler, but even very profound for sure. So let's read what Muhammad has to say. Who's Muhammad? He's a founder of Islam. People, we call him Prophet. So gratitude for the abundance you have received is the best insurance. The abundance will continue. If you're grateful for whatever you have in your life, this is only going to grow and grow and grow. Let's read the next.
If you use gratitude a little, your life will change a little. If you use gratitude a lot every day, your life will change in ways you can hardly imagine now. Not only does gratitude multiply everything in your life, it also eliminates the negative things. No matter what negative situation you may find yourself in, you can always find something to be grateful for. And as you do, you harness the force of love that eliminates negativity.
How wonderful. Amazing. Let's read further. Now, this is again very beautiful.
Gratitude,
Anything, yeah, anything and everything in life, if you want to find how to go there, gratitude will be the bridge. It'll make a bridge on its own. Doors will be opened, opportunities will come in. It's just going to take you there. Gratitude is a bridge to love. If we will be quiet and ready enough, we shall find compensation in every disappointment. Henry David Thoreau, transcendentalist author. What does he say? What does it mean? That if you are, agar shraddha hai, saburi hai, agar patience hai, if you can wait, if you have faith and patience, if you're quiet enough, and if you're ready enough is the biggest thing here. If you really, really, really want something and ready, you will find compensation in every disappointment. Means what? One obstacle will come. You're like, wow, okay, 10 more opportunities have opened. You will never say, oh shit, this came my way. You don't want to have a smooth run, right? Smooth run will not give you that kind of a kick which something with obstacles will. Now that's beautiful when you have a journey like this. You know, yesterday Radhika sent a very beautiful message to me. Rachi, you told me कि Sai comes back in your life because he wants to hold you before something big is going to come in your life. So the deepest grief when it is about to come, just before that Sai comes in your life automatically, and that's what happened with her. That's what happened with me. I am not a bhakt at all. Puja part is okay for me. Mama log bolte hain karna hai to karo. Okay, go for your pilgrimage trips. But I'm not a like a puja part person. And yet, Sai came in my life such a big, impactful way, and then he became like an anchor. And then I lost Rishi. That's the first day I went to him. But then I was very grateful for him coming in my life. And my gratitude towards Sai for having come. And I never thought him as a god. I call him Baba, and the world calls him Baba, I think. And he made the biggest bridge for me to fall in love with myself and life. So if you start believing, apne aap doors will open to you. Where the people will come, you'll find a bestie, you'll find your counterpart, you'll find yourself. You will realize that you have made the bridge of gratitude. There was more you can start saying thank you, thank you, thank you. It's like that Ram Setu was made, no, that between Lanka and all. You will be creating your own bridge. How lovely! So you have the power to create your own bridges by simply saying thank you, thank you, thank you. When you sing thank you, you're anyway accepting a union between two things, you and me, and that's wonderful. And that you could be living, it could be inanimate, it could be animate, anything. Let's read this personal example she's sharing with all of us.
grat- gratitude took my mother from the deepest grief into happiness. My mother and father fell in love with each other virtually at first sight, and they had the most beautiful love affair and marriage I have ever seen. When my father died, my mother suffered from enormous grief because she missed my father so much. But amidst her grief and pain, my mother began to look for things to be grateful for other than being grateful for all she had received from the decades of love and happiness with my father. She looked for things to be grateful for in the future. The first thing she found to be grateful for was that now she could travel. Traveling was something my mother had always wanted to do, but didn't do when my father was alive because he never wanted to travel. My mother did fulfill her dream. She traveled and she did many other things that she has always wanted to do. Gratitude was the bridge and took my mother out of immense grief and into building a new life of happiness.
So it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful that her mom, she was grateful, right? I mean, even though he's gone, she was in grief, and when she embraced it, whatever she wanted in life, she could do it. So yeah, life is beautiful. Don't have yourself as goals. I've crossed this age and I can't do it. It's beautiful to know that it's possible every age, and the force of love will make everything positive for you the minute you start being grateful. So let's read further.
It's impossible to feel sad or have any negative feeling when you are grateful. If you are in the midst of difficult situation, look for something to be grateful for. When you find one thing, then look for another and then another, because every single thing you find to be grateful for changes the situation. Gratitude is the bridge from negative feelings to harnessing the force of love.
Gratitude is a bridge from negative feelings to harnessing the force of love. How wonderful! And this is one of my favorite, lines. I've been using it very often. It's been said by John Henry Jowett. He was a Presbyterian preacher and author. Gratitude for the abundance. Gratitude is a vaccine, an antitoxin, and an antiseptic. So, in this world of corona, we just need to understand that if we are grateful, it's not going to touch us. If even if it comes to us, it's not going to harm us. I welcome Shilpa back. I'm not sure if she's here right now. She's fought it. She's fought that. How wonderful. And thank you, Pratima ji, for being there for her. Thank you, Radhika, for being there for her. It's lovely to know that, when our Sangha Mitras are going through a bad patch, we are there for them. So very important, she says, ma'am, I'm giving up. I said, no, you're not giving up. The least I want is Guru Dakshina, you fight it back. So please understand, if you're thankful in your life, it's the world, it's a protection layer around you. Nothing can happen to you. On the contrary, when you're complaining, you have resentment, even cancer comes to you. I'm a living example of everything. Everyone in the house got gripped, with the corona this time. Why did it not happen to me? I have protection layer around me, yeah? I'm in a very high frequency zone. From day before, I gave the affirmation, right, to all of you that corona will not come to me. Even if it comes to me, it will not harm me. So please understand, we need to protect ourselves by just being grateful. Firstly, magic will start coming in our life. Secondly, very soon you guys will have a medicine-free life because you won't need it. All you know is that, yesterday evening I had these testimonials in the evening batch and they were beautiful. People have gotten off medicines, yeah, with gratitude. How amazing. जस्ट थैंकिंग ये बच्ची आई कितने 5-7 साल की होगी मैम मेरे पाँव में टूट गया बहुत दर्द हुआ बट मैंने थैंक यू बोला मैम पाँव का दर्द गायब हो गया दवाई की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी हाउ सो क्यूट small little children coming with testimonials with their moms and dadis. I was like, how wonderful. So please embrace this line. This is especially for people like Pratima Auntie, Pratima ji, or maybe Kuldeep ji, anybody, or maybe even me. I mean, if you go beyond 40s, start embracing it. Of course, I have 100 more years to go, but still, so let's just be grateful and have a wonderful life. Let's read further.
When anything good happens to you in your day, give thanks. It doesn't matter how small it is, say thank you. When you get the perfect parking space, hear your favorite song on the radio, approach a light that turns green, or find an empty seat on the bus or train, say thank you. These are all good things you are receiving from life. Give thanks for your senses, your eyes that see, your ears that hear, your mouth that tastes, your nose that smells, and your skin that lets you feel. Give thanks for the legs you walk on, your hands that you use to do almost everything, your voice that enables you to express yourself and communicate with others. Give thanks for your amazing immune system that keeps you well or heals you, and for all your organs that maintain your body immaculately so that you can live. Give thanks for the magnificence of your human mind that no computer technology in the world can duplicate. Your entire body is the greatest laboratory on the planet, and there's nothing that can come even close to replicating its magnificence. You are a miracle.
So, when the word miracle came to me for the retreat, that's what I told Alona that, when we make this, we'll say, you are a miracle, you are a miracle. And here the line comes here. Because all of us are miracles. Look at our bodies, how wonderful. Look at our minds, how amazing. Everything in our body is like, wow. And yet we have things to find. किसके लिए gratitude करें? Hello. Wow. You're living in like a chalta firta million billion dollar bucks body. Yeah. Just be so beautiful. So be grateful. Now let's read about further thanks. Yes.
Give thanks for your home, your family, your friends, your work, and your pets. Give thanks for the sun, the water that you drink, the food that you eat, and the air that you breathe. Without any of them, you wouldn't be alive. Give thanks for the trees, the animals, the oceans, the birds, the flowers, the plants, blue skies, rain, the stars, the moon, and our beautiful planet. Give thanks for the transportation you use every day. Give thanks for all the companies that provide you with essential services so that you can live a comfortable life. So many humans being toiled and sweated so that you can turn on a tap and have fresh water. So many human beings gave their life's work so that you can flick a light switch and have electricity. Think about magnitude of human beings who have slaved day after day, year after year to lay the train tracks across our planet. And it's almost impossible to imagine the number of people who did the back-breaking work of making the roads we drive on that form of a connecting network of life for the world. In
So,
on-
this is very beautiful to understand, and I love what Anchal has shared. Thank you, God, or thank you, life, for the billion-dollar star hotel of universe we have been born in. Nitya Shanti says this every time. You're living in a billion trillion dollar hotel of the universe has made for you. Everything is there for you. All you have to find is gratitude. Your hotel has water, your hotel has good air, your hotel has trees, it's got animals, your everything in your life. And it's priceless. It's absolutely priceless. So, yes, please be grateful. You have these 4 paragraphs are all about gratitude for ordinary things, but extraordinary. Somebody says ordinary, but somebody says extraordinary. That's the thing we're looking at. In ordinary life, we hardly realize that we receive a great deal more than we give, and that it is only with gratitude that life becomes rich. Dietrich Bonhoeffer, Lutheran pastor, 1906 to 1945. How wonderful. Let's read further.
to use the power of gratitude, practice it. The more you feel gratitude, the more love you give. The more love you give, the more you receive. Are you grateful for your health when it's good? Or do you only notice your health when your body gets sick or hurts? Are you grateful when you have good night's sleep? Or do you take those nights for granted and only think of sleep when you have been deprived of it?
These paragraphs, these 3 lines are so powerful and makes you want to retrospect and reflect inner. Same Ankita has also done that. She says, you just take things for granted. When then something is wrong, then you look around and then you're like, okay, great. Look at Preeti. She says such a beautiful thing. You come in this world with empty hands, but you're given so many things. How? Why? Be grateful. Yeah. How wonderful. Let's turn the page.
Are you grateful for your loved ones when everything is going well? Or do you only talk about your relationships when there are problems? Are you grateful for electricity when you use an appliance or flick a switch? Or do you only think of electricity when there's a power blackout? Are you grateful to be alive each day? Every spare second is an opportunity to be grateful and multiply the things you love. I used to think I was a grateful person, but I didn't know what gratitude really was until I practiced it. If I'm driving or walking, I use the time to give thanks for everything in life. Even walking from my kitchen to my bedroom, I will give thanks. With my heart, I say, thank you for my life. Thank you for the harmony. Thank you for the joy. Thank you for my health. Thank you for the fun and excitement. Thank you for the wonder of life. Thank you for everything wonderful and good in my life.
How
Be,
wonderful.
be grateful. Gratitude costs you nothing, but it is worth more than all the riches in the world. Gratitude enriches you with all the riches in life because whatever you are grateful for multiplies.
It's so beautiful. You know, I can't tell you how gratitude works. Um, Maybe this is something to take back from here. So if I did not, I had never met Luke Cotino ever. Yes, I had his free sessions which were online. I read his books, and then I joined his group. So yesterday evening, I Radhika sent me a message. So Radhika is thanks to Radhika that I got back to Luke. She sent me a message that this is my ode to my father on the group, and this is what somebody wrote back, and I'm like, I've forgotten that I'm a part of this world of gratitude because of Luke Cotino. He is the one who's got me into this. And I just went back there. I wrote my ode to him, 388 days of being in gratitude, writing gratitude every single day. And life has turned around. The more I thank him, who was the first person, the more I realize how life is beautiful. The more I thank him, the more I realize that Rahul sir came in my life. The more I thank him, business grows. The more I thank Shweta for asking me for that 1 hour, and then it became so much more, the more one-to-one for life grows. Gratitude costs you nothing, but it's worth more than all the riches in the world. Gratitude enriches you with all the riches in life because whatever you're grateful for multiplies. So, if we are grateful right now for all of these authors who enriched our life, how wonderful. Your blessings are only going to grow and grow and grow. Just because you have been so lucky to get these beautiful learnings and teachings. We have been so lucky as a Sangha to learn so much, grow. And it's so wonderful to see each one of us grow and become like a close-knit Sangha. How amazing. So thank you so much for being a part of this beautiful day. From today, 11 days are left. And tomorrow we will resume this chapter on the key of play. Playing is beautiful in life, and the more you play, the more fun you will have. So remember, life is joyful when you're grateful. So that's the best thing. So it's really, really, really lovely. So, oh, Anjali has a long message, but till the time she's flipping to heart thought, let me read. Not at all, Prachi. The greatest secret has affected me deeply. It has touched my deepest depth, which I didn't know existed. It has made me experience crunching and churning in my heart, stomach, nerves. Every sentence, paragraph, and I read and reread, it's like, wow, oh my God. Is this the truth of life? When I say that, very grateful from the bottom of my heart, I felt the bottom. Wow. Okay. Highly indebted to you, Prachi, for the rest of my life for bringing these magical, miraculous books and transformation in my mind and all of our lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anjuji is just the beginning. You have been grateful to all of these authors and their books, and even to me. So thank you so much for that. It's a joint effort. I just had divine guidance, and I just followed my hunch and crunch. I'm a person who doesn't plan too much. When I plan, it's in detail. I can tell you with conviction, I had not planned so many books. I'm telling you, I hadn't planned. If you look at the first flyer, Shweta and I'm planning something on the 12th evening, like because we couldn't have that in-person live ceremony. So we're looking at creating an evening for you on from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock on the 12th. And that's when you will realize that where we started from and where we ended. The course automatically unfolded. Nothing was scripted. I didn't even know what's going to come our way. And everything was divine because of your energies. It's not because of me. I have just merely brought the books. But ultimately, it's you all who's been part of it and who made it grow so much. And while I'm saying that, I'm reading in front of me, it's saying working together. Each person is part of the harmonious whole. How wonderful. Absolutely. So, this is how life is. It's just so, so, so wonderful. If you choose to believe, everyone is always helpful. You will find that wherever you go in life, people are there to help you. How wonderful. So this is how life is. If we keep taking a, and you know what? The journey doesn't end here. The journey is just beginning here for all of us. Right now, also, if you make us like, don't leave your old sanghas. Some of you may graduate to a super sangha for the next month, this month, next batch, but don't leave your old ones. Keep being they may not be an MIS of an angel and a guardian, but keep your roles on. Ask them, where's your gratitude? Have you written your affirmations? Because, I have been there. 2008, I was in this journey of gratitude, of magic, of not the magic book, but magic in life. And my life went from one level to another. But you know what? It all came down because I moved on to Lady Circle and I kept enjoying my manifestation going higher and higher and higher. But I forgot about gratitude. And then it re-came back, made an entry, like a grand entry in the pandemic. So it's very easy to slip off. So please, 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 please be careful of like taking your sangha along. Don't let them slip down. And thank you, Alona, for being always there for me, come what may, unconditionally. And I can tell you something, the way you articulate now, the way you read now, if I compare the old Alona's reading and this reading, you've gone like, I can't even say how many shades up. So thank you for that discovery as well. And your voice had that beautiful mithas and it had that beautiful pauses and that amazing. So I'm loving that a lot of us have become readers also. Very, 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 very proud of you all. So thank you so much. Can I have somebody to read this beautiful chapter today for working together? Each person is part of the harmonious whole. Let's have somebody to read it. Ankita's hand is up. Oh, thank you, Ankita. Thank you, my dear. Thank you for remembering. Lovely. Please read.
Each person is part of the harmonious whole. We are each a divine idea expressing through the one mind in harmonious ways. We have come together because there is something we need to learn from each other. We have a purpose in being together. There is no need to fight this purpose or to blame one another for what is happening. It is safe for us to work on loving ourselves so that we may benefit and grow from this experience. We choose to work together to bring harmony into the business at hand and into every area of our own lives. Everything we do is based on the one truth, the truth of our beings and the truth of life. Divine right action is guiding us every moment of the day. We say the right word at the right time and follow the right course of action at all times. Each person is part of the harmonious whole. There is a divine blending of energies as people work joyfully together, supporting and encouraging each other in ways that are fulfilling and productive. We are successful in every area of our work and our lives. We are healthy, happy, loving, joyful, respectful, supportive, productive, and at peace with ourselves and with one another, each other. This treatment is lovingly released into the one mind which does the work and makes it manifest in our lives. So be it, and so it is. It is done.
How wonderful. Thank you, Ankita, for lending your voice to the beautiful paragraph and you read it so beautifully. So it's amazing how this is shaped up. The thing is, we are divine beings. The thing is, we are loving, we are joyful, we're expressive, we're respectful, everything born, right? And now when we're finding the same qualities in other people, that's what we get. It gets multiplied again and again and again and again. And whatever we want gets manifested. So be it. And so it is. It's done. Sealed. Sealed with a hug. Sealed with a blessing. How wonderful. Okay. So is Kavita, is Kavita Kuthari here? She wanted to share her gratitude and I thought I'll record it as well. Is she here with us? Okay. Okay. Let's go for a meditation then. I thought if anybody has an apprehension about making a video, we could always have your testimonials in the morning and record them. And for people who are writers, I would love to archive your testimonials. So just tell Kavita, whoever sung she is in, to post a gratitude on the group as well. So at least they'll be archived. Even Anjuji, you're just beautiful what you wrote right now, paragraph. You can copy paste and send it to your Sangamitra. Somebody will post on your behalf on Facebook. So that way at least I have these archived. Let's straighten our backs, eyes closed, with a soft smile, feet firmly placed on the ground below. And let's inhale deep. Feel the gratitude filling your body. Every cell of yours is soaked in gratitude. Exhale gratitude, for the world needs it. Inhale love for life and yourself. Pure, unconditional love it is, filling every part of your being. And let's release it, filling the world with the love, with our love. Let's inhale eternal happiness because that's what we are. Every cell of your being is meant to be happy. If there was any sadness, we've replaced it right now with eternal happiness. And there's so much of happiness in your body that now it's time to give back to the world nothing but sheer happiness. So exhale happiness. Life is magical. Life is in a happy state. Life is me. Life follows me. And I create eternal happiness. Unlimited happiness. The very existence of me in this world is joy, is love, is based on happiness. And yet I got sidetracked. I plunged in the debris. I plunged in abyss of disillusion, of being sidetracked with the worldly pleasures, not realizing that I create them. Yes, the worldly pleasures are very, very important. Yes, they are. But I'm so grateful to my universe for now making me a spiritual being. I love my worldly pleasures, but I love my spirituality because I know that I have a conscious mind and I have a subconscious mind that is aware whenever I want it to be, that is always conscious. So if I want to be conscious, I can be. My subconscious mind stores all the memories of the past. But if I want, I can shake them off and rewrite them. Because ultimately, I am the creator of my life. I am so thankful to my entire body for always being there for me unconditionally. The organs for working optimally, to my loved ones being around me, to showering me with love, to the people who give me criticism, the people who've talked to me, guided me. Yes, they were important. To all the people in my life, a shout of thanks because I am complete because you are. Negative is as important as positive. And thank you for making me so positive in life. Thank you for turning me into a new leaf. I love my life. It's absolutely beautiful. And whatever I want, I create. Because now I have stepping stones of life. First, gratitude, the greatest multiplier. Second, reflections and sharing my happiness. The more I share, the more it spreads, the more it grows. And I become a magical being. I am a magical being. Wherever I turn, prosperity follows. And so it is. Let's bend our heads in deep gratitude towards Mother Earth, planet Earth, and thank her from the bottom of our hearts. You have been a giver, Mother Earth, an unconditional giver of love and life. And I'm so grateful to you. Mere words can't make me express what I feel for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's look at a life level and thank our past because it's been absolutely glorious. Thank our present because it's been so exceptional. Thank our future because it's amazing. Let's thank the universe and heavens above for blessing us with the choicest best. Whatever we want, we get because our universe has our back. Thank you, Divine Cosmos, for making me a part of you. Thank you, Divinity, for blessing me. Thank you, angels, for guiding me. Thank you, guardians, for protecting me. I'm such a blessed soul. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's bring our hands at the heart level, expand them together, wider and wider. I expand my ancient heart. I am open and receptive to all the goodness and abundance of the universe. I am a yes person, and I love, and I love, and I love. I love me. I love my life. I love everything around me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Energize them together by rubbing them. Bless your conscious subconscious, your scalp, your hair. Bless your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your cheeks, your ears. Bless your neck. Bless your foot pipe, your shoulders, your arms, upper to lower, upper back, middle back, spinal cord, lower back, your hips, your lungs, your heart, liver, stomach, gallbladder, kidneys, your intestines, uterus, sexual organs, excretory organs, thighs, knees, calves, heels, soles of your feet, toe finger, nails, and come back up. Let's hold our hands together and bless the trillions of cells in our body, our blood circulation system, our blood circulation, our bones, our muscles, tissues, fibers, protection layer of our skin, and all the love that's full and filled my body. I'm truly grateful to you all for working in your optimum best and giving me the gift of health. I'm truly healthy. Whatever is not required by my body is flushed out so easily. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now feel the love, feel the blessings, and spread the magic of your love and blessings on your Sanghamitra, on our Sanghamitra, or our Parivar, on their loved ones, and the world around us that needs healing. May each and every human being be healed, and so it is. Alona and Sailesh, Ankita, Pratima ji, Radhika, Shweta, Shelly, Sneha, Kiran, Anika, Rima, Harpreet, Neha, Sunita Pradhan, Nisha, Mudita, Shalu, Raviji, Meenakshi, Shraddha, Reena, Akshay, Poonam, Harpreet, Payal, Shelly, Pratima ji, Parinsi, Reena, Anjuji, Sudha, Monish, and Nida. And the ones whose cameras are off, Dr. Preeti, Sushma ji, Arushi, Kainat, Puneet, Anchal, Ashima, Sapna, Muskan, Bon Mantaman Polite, and Monica. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sneha, you want to say something? I just saw your raised hand. Yes, my dear.
Hello. Yeah. So I want to talk about welcoming technique, ma'am. Actually, I got jackpot through this welcoming technique. I truly feel that uh, it really shifts my feeling very easily from negative to positive. And actually, I recorded separate affirmations regarding the welcoming technique, and which helps me a lot. And when you taught that welcoming technique first in the greatest secret, the on that day, Olivia actually shared Rhonda Burn was coming live on Facebook, and I didn't check that, but magically I came across the Rhonda Burns video on YouTube, and I saw that video, and in that video she explains the welcoming technique so beautifully, so that it clears clear into my mind very easily. And when I start practicing regarding that welcoming technique, I feel like I can shift my thoughts very easily, so that and actually the day before yesterday we had our group call, first group call, and we five of us also discussed that welcoming technique, so that I feel so amazing. And again today also we discussed that welcoming technique, so I feel that I want to share this with all of you. And one other thing, ma'am, when you explain that breach of gratitude, and you explained that the sai came into your life though you are not very religious. I don't know, ma'am, but the very first thing came into my mind right now, it's providence. So the Luke very well explains that thing in his YouTube channel. Actually, I will share that video on our group. So when I know the what the term means providence, we I feel like I am so blessed, and uh, I can get things very easily, and I feel so much protected, and I feel so much safe. So I don't know, but I just want to share that thing also. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And yes, Luke is amazing. But that video of his is very powerful. Even
Yeah.
yesterday, he was online and he shared something very beautiful about, meditation and about forgiveness. So all of us, the reason why I introduced Luke to all of you was one simple reason, that I truly believe that, we all are here for a purpose. And if we realize that, life is going to be so much more beautiful. So thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Lovely. All right, everyone. So thank you for this beautiful, joyful morning. Truly amazing pleasure to be here. And thank you, Sneha, for for your two bits, your pearls of wisdom. Truly, truly, truly amazing. Thank you, each one of you. So I am full of gratitude for each one of you for sharing and for reflecting on how your journey was. And I can't thank you enough, each one of you, because without you, the Sangha wouldn't have been complete. And just when we're coming to a conclusion and ending, firstly, I want to thank each one of you. You stepped in this world, believing in me or with an open mind. I don't know why you came, but you came. So for me, that's the biggest thank you that, you invested your time, your energy, and your money in this learning. And I'm truly grateful for my first Sangha. You'll always be special for me because I can't say where you be in the world. So I'm really looking forward to the retreat whenever that is. Of course, the conveners will be at it. Whenever the world becomes a better place for us to move out, we shall all come together and embrace that beautiful journey as well. Until then, thank you so much for being so amazing because you all are fantastic. And I think I get power from each one of you now when I see a screen full of 24 beautiful smiling heads. My heart is so full of gratitude. It's like, I want to capture this moment, and it's just such a beautiful moment. So thank you, thank you, thank you, each one of you. Truly, you've enriched me. And, they say the guru learns so much from the teachers, from the students. And I say that I'm a seeker always, but I have learned a lot from each one of you. And I take back a lot of love, a lot of learnings for who you are and what you've added in my life. And believe you've enriched me much more. So your thank yous can be whatever. But what I feel is far more than any one of you will feel, because you have enriched me. So I may be one person who's enriched you, but I have so many of you who've enriched me, over 60 people. Of course, we lost about 10 odd people in the process, and that's okay. Their journey wasn't with us till the end, and that's fine. We don't blame, we don't think this is just part of our life. So yes, thank you each one of you. I'm looking forward for your personal messages as well, because you are coming to me in such a beautiful fashion. And when you write and when you call and you share, these days I'm having a lot of emotional breakdown. I'm like, what have I done to deserve this? Yeah, it's a it's more of love now. So thank you so much. Let me read the reflections. I missed a couple of them. Mm, Sneha, that was powerful. Undoubtedly, absolutely. Anjuji, I'm waiting to hear you also one day, because you're such a powerful orator yourself. Guru Ma, oh my God, tum Guru Ma, not me. I'm Prachi always. So, all right. You're wholeheartedly grateful for, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And I don't know, I have special affinity for Akshay and Ankita. I don't know why. I think they're the youngest on the group as a couple, and I'm so grateful. Of course, I'm missing Hek and Akshay Khanduja, and I really hope till the Sanghamitras, the last few days, yeah, last 10 days to go from tomorrow, make the most of it. Let's have these pleasurable moments and let's come together. So I'm hoping that last day when we have certification ceremony, I have the three couples in one screen. So Akshay and Mehek in one, Akshay and Ankita in one, and Sailesh Alona as always in one. So yes. Yes, tomorrow. Anjuji will record something for you tomorrow, for us tomorrow. So it'll be a good testimony for us. And I want to share that we just made a new playlist on YouTube. It's called Testimonials. The first one is Shelly. So Shelly, thank you for that beautiful thing. We made it into a YouTube video, and we're so powerful. It's a powerful video. So thank you so much. And others also, we're going to upload them. So looking forward for more testimonials, and we are happy to record them in the morning. I always kept saying, I'm not a geek. I'm not a geek. I can't do this techie stuff. And I'm so proud of myself. I recorded it yesterday. I've been having my unified sessions on my own. So yes, wonderful. Life is magical. Thank you, everyone. Self-pat. Yes. So, all right. A lot of love to everyone. See you soon. And tomorrow it is going to be the day for Anjuji to share. So every day, let's have one powerful sharing. Let's just see what we've come to. Lots of love. See you. Take care. Thank you, Muskan ma'am. Thank you, Ritesh sir. Thank you, Amrita ma'am. And thank you, Sanjay sir. The MISs have come on your personal windows. So you'll be able to see your personal score. You'll be able to see your group score, your angel score. And we shall, of course, do a full planning certification ceremony for the 12th night. So looking forward for that as well. That time, let's dress up and come for a party, our graduation, online graduation. And we shall take in person whenever we meet. So lots of love to everyone. See you soon. Tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock it is. Love, light, and abundance to each one of you. Thank you. Thank you.